So our next review is on webpageadvisor.com. Now, Web Page Advisor effectively is a service that's run by one person who's called Jim Spencer, and he's been around internet design and marketing for years. And Jim is putting together a package where he will review your website from a number of technical angles and provide a phone interview followed up by a report. That's quite an extensive report that he'll do, which analyses your website's effectiveness with a lot of metrics. So today we're looking at the homepage of Web Page Advisor. Because Jim knows his SEO, I'm not going to be looking at SEO today. I'm going to be looking at engagement. How can we get the customer's attention? How can we get them to look further into the site? How can we get them to think when they arrive that they're in the right place and they really need to start looking further at this offering? Basically, we want people to get further than this page, and the homepage has got a big job to do in getting people's attention in that way. So, first impressions. Immediately I think, well, this is a clean, nice template. It's obviously professionally made. The blue is very pleasant colour. We've got light content area. The text is pretty readable. Got a nice heading here, which is in text, and a very pleasant stock photo. The logo itself, I like the heavy type used for the Web Page Advisor there. It's got a strapline. The logo, I'm not sure is particularly meaningful for me. I'm not quite clear what it represents, whether this rounded rectangle here. It kind of looks like I'm looking down on a seat, as though this is a picture of somebody in a train seat on a kind of plan with their head, shoulders and arms in front of them. So it certainly doesn't embody the kind of feeling of more effective, of increase in improvement, in better performance. So it might be worth looking at something that's got a more, maybe a bit more colour to it, but certainly a kind of more up feel, like even upward pointing arrows. I know they're cliched, but things like ticks, check marks, arrows pointing upwards, graphs going upwards, they all do suggest improvement and can give a prospect a feeling of this is about making something better. So the image itself on the right hand side is appealing. Always useful to have a picture of an attractive woman on there, rightly or wrongly. Women like to look at attractive women, so do men. It's a good photograph, it's not over compressed. The lighting feel is appropriate. It's quite bright lighting on the model, and that fits in with the overall kind of tone of the website. The dark hair works to balance off the tone that we have over on the left hand side as well. Then your eye will be drawn to this introduction. You worked hard on your website. Is it working hard for you? Which is quite a useful challenge. I do think that this first bit of text doesn't stand out quite as much. It's almost like you arrive on the site and you get, is it working hard for you? Which may be slightly confusing. So I wonder whether it would actually be worth increasing the size of this initial text as well, so that isn't the first thing that you see, so that you really should start reading here. It's almost like you turn up, you kind of scan the logo, take this in, and then go over to, is it working hard for you? Because it's so much bigger than the other text. Then it's followed by a button that says get started. Now the text goes dark when you hover over it, which is not right, because it actually seems to be shrinking away. Anything that is a link, you want it to respond in a positive way, and that means either increasing the intensity of the colour, making it brighter, making it shinier, make it stand out in some way, make a border appear, make the text go underlined. All of these things can work for making a button or a link appear like it's responding positively, it wants to be clicked. Something that goes dark when you go over it, it almost doesn't want to be clicked.